As we start this 25-26 season, we're now on USPHL Plus, powered by Black Bear TV. So some new changes for us from the broadcast perspective. New changes for the team. We'll give you a rundown in a bit here on all the new players that have come into the Mavs roster this season. As quickly that one is dumped down into the corner. Brian Savage, a returnee from last year. He comes back to the squad this year. The 6-foot, 175-pound forward out of Powell, Ohio, just here up the road, up just west of Lewis Center, where we're at tonight, from the Ohio Health Chiller North here in Columbus, Ohio. No score as we start this one, just a little over a minute in. Comes back out to the point. Astley sends this one back in. Where is it? It bounces behind the net and comes back around. Brown tries to chase it down. It gets tapped back out, and Astley's he gives to his partner, TJ Boyd. Boyd comes over from the Chicago Cougars, the Yorkville, Illinois native, joins the Mavs with USPHL experience. A few guys coming over as a shot goes in front, and that's a save. As Carson Balow keeps that one out of his net. The court sends it back up. This one comes up to Gallant. They try to get a scoring opportunity. University of Wyoming in the ACHA played last year. This year he joins this Mavs squad, which is really revamped. A few players that were here a few years ago and during the rebuild year hit back into the corner. Siglo comes from the Motor City Gamblers of the USPHL.
It's great when you get teams coming in and keeping opportunities alive for the kids. There's so many kids. Way back when they played out of Dublin?
Yeah. The Crush and then the Ohio Blue Jackets, right? Or the Junior B Blue Jackets for a while they were too.
Right, and then we had a Junior A team briefly when McLean was here.
Yep.
Right. Nice. There was a nice look there from 26, a lefty to the front of the net, some nice puck movement. It seems as though Columbus is dominating at this point, just kind of in the offensive zone here, kind of being able to do what they want. Not surprising when you've got Valentine on the ice, who kind of is controlling the play out there.
Valentine's joined this year by Brian McConaughey. That's wearing number 26. They were teammates in high school together, brought home a couple champions. Cherokee.
Oh, okay.
So he's a defector too here in Columbus this year.
Well,
that's a mishandle behind the net. Bodied off the play deep in the zone. Mavs try to keep it in, but they can't. Holbrook dumps this puck down into the zone, and he'll chase after it, but they're going to whistle down here. Back out of the zone. Long shot had in. Blocker save. Rebound shot. And that one comes all the way back out.
That's a good example why you just put pucks on net, and if you get guys driving them. Good to have those Western Canadians in the lineup. They add a little bit of toughness, I'm sure.
Always.
A lot of farm boys from out there.
He's looked good on his movement on the point there. As this one comes to Brown. Brown takes the first shot. Rebound comes back out, and where is it? It's on the blue line as the Mavs will come back up with this. Carried into the zone. Shot had, and where is it? It looks like it might be up into the netting.
Yeah. Sharper and push their pace a little bit more. I'd like to see them going harder. I'd like to see both teams going harder, but Cincinnati's tentative right now, and I think when we get partway through the second, you're going to see that the Mavs are probably going to start to dominate this
As
game.
you look down, it's a young Cincinnati team. They've got 8 17-year-olds, 8 18-year-olds, and 8 19-year-olds on this team this year. 15 players that are considered first-year junior rookies. A very inexperienced young team, and you'll see that, right?
Yeah, and you know what you see, right? When you get guys that are overconfident, they carry the puck too much. And then when you get guys that aren't.
Add players and build that longevity on the team as well.
And Cincinnati's been a long-standing program that's always given them kids an opportunity to play. Been great for the Cincinnati area. They've always been there.
Yeah, and then
a lot of Columbus players go there as well.
This year, TJ Rack, he was drafted second round, 36 overall in the NCDC draft by the Mountain Division Ogden Mustangs, and right now he's actually at NCDC with the Boston Junior Rangers. So he was supposed to be on their squad this year, but made the advancement instead up to NCDC. A couple other players, Nick Waugh, who was actually at our training camp last season, played for Cincinnati. He went on to the University of Delaware this year. And Cameron Coogan's at Canisius up in Buffalo.
Oh, that's fantastic.
So it's great to see players advancing. That's what this division senior ranks to the Tier 2. And both of these squads are finally at spots where we're starting to see that happen regularly. Regularly is the key, right?
And I think the potential's out there a lot for more of that to happen, but I think the onus has to be on the players. You know, a lot of times players trick themselves into believing they're working harder than they are. And I don't mean that necessarily even on the ice. I think off ice, you know, I think they have a tremendous amount of potential, but they've got to get dialed in. They got to get an hour of small area games fit everybody in the phone booth because people in Czechoslovakia do it. Well, what I'm here to tell you is they also do an hour of full ice and an hour of conditioning along with their hour of small area games.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, so. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like and you know, some people might argue that they train too hard, but you know, I mean, they're the fastest, and you know, I mean, it's hardcore hockey, and you have that potential at this age.
And we're almost at the 10-minute mark already of this period. Still no score from Columbus. So
wow,
you know, great to see these players really getting to where they want to be, and
yeah,
the program helping getting them there.
That's some good numbers. He just came out and slew-footed him.
The linesman watched it happen too, right in front of him there.
I mean, yeah, that's dangerous. That's payback material right there.
I'm sure numbers are taken, and we'll bring this one up. Near side, TJ Boyd from the point tries to get it up over. This now switches ice back over. As Thomas Astley tries to keep it in the zone. Boyd now chips it, but he can't keep it in the zone. Eggleston will come back for it. Back to Astley.
A little bit too much fumbling with the puck. These guys got to get on their stick handling drills.
Boyd dumps it down into the corner.
It's not too bad when it's down deep, right? But you can't do that at the blue line. You know, I mean, like, make sharp, decisive decisions, because you got to, you know, if you're playing Detroit, they'll take that from you and go down. You know what I mean? Like,
yep.
But the idea is there, and it's just they're not getting quite – they think they have more time because they're not getting a whole ton of pressure.
And that's it for the man advantage as it goes score from Columbus, Ohio, where your Mavericks are starting the regular season here at their open Addy zone. Buswell steps in. Buswell missed most of last season with a broken leg. Good to see him back in the lineup this year. He'll try to chase things down and muck things up a bit in the zone. He's out there with Ben Marcourt and that Beckman that played through the U16 program, and it's his second year now. Into the zone. We'll try to cut it across. Instead it goes to the corner. Now it wraps back around. Marcourt chases it down. It's picked up in front. Sproul takes it, can't get the shot as his stick got lifted, but he rebound comes back on the backhand from Marcourt. Back to the point. They'll just keep this one into the zone. Marcourt tries to turn it net side, and they can't get it there. It goes through bodies. Bounce it around and behind the net. It comes back out, and it's all the Carson Balow, out of Grand Blanc, Michigan. It's his second year with the Cyclones, but he's just a 17-year-old. He's an 07 birth year. Listed at 6 foot, 155 pounds.
He looks solid in there, that's for sure. I mean, he's had the majority of the work so far.
Carries back into the zone. Shot goes in front. Bellum gets a stick on it to send it to the corner. Mavs can't keep it behind the net. Instead, it comes back nicely as Brown got a stick on it. Brown drives to the net. Shot doesn't get off the stick as a nice defensive play. It wasn't a marketing team, you know. Here we go. This one gets knocked back into the zone. Mavs will chase it down. Brady Cook out there wearing 18. He was here with the Mavs last year as well, out of Oregon, Ohio.
I want these guys to hear this if anybody listens to the game, but that shift right there, we've got to get the cycle rolling the right way. We took
new things for us with the Black Bear TV, USPHL Plus, and new website. This one bounces back behind the net.
Yeah, that was scored by number 18.
18's Harper Sullivan.
Well, hats off to Harper Sullivan. Good goal. Now, Mavs, you need to wake up here and take over.
Sullivan's a rookie, 17-year-old out of Cincinnati, Ohio. Played for the Ohio Blue Jackets 16U AAA team. We'll get another penalty here. He streaks up the left side of the ice. Carries it in all the way into the net, takes a shot, and that one just goes wide. Brown gets it back, puts it to the point. Boyd sends it across. Ashley gets it back to Boyd. That pair have been working as the #1 power play point unit here, and Ashley played last year with the team, was the Golden Rockets in the KJHL.
Okay. When Brown went in on that breakaway, coming from the side, he went forehand, backhand, and he tried to tuck it in underneath the goalie's pads, but the goalie was pretty sharp on that. It was a good opportunity, and it almost seemed like it was too easily gotten. You know what I mean? Like, we need to get more of those, pounce on them, and make it happen. And
as this one comes back on the near side, Eggleston comes up with it. Eggleston hands it off. Shot had, rebound, where is it? It's in front. It's in the back. No, it's not in the net, though, as it was just sitting in the crease. Valentine couldn't get to it.
It was behind the goalie, but not over the goal line.
Comes back out, shot again, rebound, another rebound. They're bouncing it off the pads, but they can't get it in the back of the net. And as we're 1 minute remaining here, 10 seconds left in the man advantage. They're going to send it down the length, and that's going to be in
the sense that they know they don't have.
And they've already looked into the next game because they thought, oh, this team's not going to be as good as the next one out of his own zone. And we'll chip this one up through. Luke Fleming, who played previously for the New Hampshire Avalanche out of Asheville, Ohio. Newcomer to the Mavs, his first season here. Another nice one. As he controls this puck along the line, keeps possession for the Mavs. Nice little look and move there on this near side. He's just poised to keep that puck. They try to put it in on net. It goes off a shin pad, though, and comes back out. Mavs tag up. As Balow made the quick play on that one to keep it going. This puck off, and he's got a head of steam coming into the zone. Who's going to follow him as he goes in for his own rebound?
Nice.
Valentine was there as well.
Nice shot by Brown. We need shots and crash the net,
Big guys, Valentine, Brown, take that extra step on guys. And
well, we know they have it, right?
Yeah.
We've seen Valentine, and when Brown came in off the wing, I'd like him to make that same power move Valentine was making in the playoffs last year. To get a go-to move and work it. Which I would say for those big guys is coming in on your strong side and going forehand, backhand, beating these guys all day long.
And when we talk about the youth difference, right? Challenging those guys, but if you put it in their face, they're gonna backpedal and fall down or not be able to keep up. This one's picked up. Harper Sullivan. He'll try to loop it around in his own end.
I hear so much about why coaches want you to drive the net, because when you're coming in off the wing, you're creating chaos. I mean, pucks are lying everywhere, and it's in the back of the net. It's not by accident.
He'll carry it across the line. They keep it in the zone. Where is it? It bounces off some legs. It's still there, but it comes the other direction now, and it's...
What do you think my answer would be?
Shots.
Yeah, but what before that?
Hits.
Yeah.
I know you.
I mean, hit.
It was really a tune-up game for both, though. They rotate a lot of players. And the son of our operations manager, Jim Schwinney. As the Mavs try to get that one past Balow, but he can't. Balow just tosses it up and looks calm and cool back there. For such a young goaltender, he really has his wits about him.
He needed to go forehand, backhand there to my earlier one game to being down by 2.
Cincinnati goal scored on the power play by number 98, Zach Lehman. The assist to number 10, Bradley Mathis.
In Little's defense, these are hard games to play as a goalie when you're not getting steady shots.
Yeah.
You know, you're not nothing for 5 minutes, and then you come down, you got to scramble, and it pops in on you. And it's just it's tricky. You just got to keep yourself sharp no matter what.
And both of those goals came from odd behind the goal line.
Yeah, bounced in off his skates, like from slightly behind.
This comes back out the point. Ashley sends it square to his partner, Boyd. Boyd takes a shot, and he puts the biscuit in the back of the net. TJ Boyd gets his first goal as a Mavs, the former Chicago Cougar.
Oh, now start hitting.
And there it is, another shot, and that one gets knocked aside by Balow. Eggleston tries to keep it in the zone. He can't. Oh, there, Eggleston, a nice tic-tac play over to Valentine. Valentine takes a shot. It's still in the zone. It didn't hit the netting there as they keep it in.
As far as the referees knew. That kid that just had the breakaway,
Yep.
He got their first goal too.
Yeah.
Well, good for him.
Now you see a little jump on the Mavs in the zone, but you don't want it to be wasted energy too. As this comes back out to the point, long shot. They try to tap that one down in front. That's Ori Masrendell out of Israel on the point here for the Mavs.
Support.
Shot, where is it? Bounces in front. Who wants it? Alexander Brown wants it. He goes after it, but the puck comes out to the corner. They'll backpedal in after it. Power play with Brady Smith taking some time to think about what he did for 2 minutes.
Penalty on the play for Cincinnati's number 28, Brady Smith. 5 minutes for high sticking.
Oh, wow. 5 minutes he gets in the box.
5 minutes high sticking, the Cyclones penalty at 7:06.
So we got a major power play here. As Marquardt can't keep the puck.
Port behind him with the defenseman and a forward in front of him. So he skated right down into that guy. He shouldn't have kept going down that court there.
Valentine, he'll drag this one around the back of the net all the way around the boards. He's got Fleming on the point, sends it across though. Zavella back to Fleming. This puck's bouncing around in the zone. Can the Mavs keep possession of it? They do. Are able to keep it down low, but it goes up off the netting.
Getting shots from the outside, pass shot, crash the net, you know. Like right here. Get that guy in front.
Ashley back to Boyd. Boyd sends it a square. Comes back to Boyd. Ashley back to Boyd again.
Now.
Sends it in. Where is it? It trickled through, but it did not cross the line. As Balow is able to do a little bit of acrobatics and dive on it as it was just crossing the goal line there. He keeps the puck out of the net.
But that's the shot. Right?
Brown will take the draw in the Cincinnati end. Good puck movement on the things going back the other direction. Here comes Brown across the line. Nice quick tap it forward. Gallant tries to on the 10-minute mark of the second. Now they carry it across the line. Zavella. Eggleston. He'll send it back over to Ashley. He'll get the puck in on net again. They're getting the shots from the defense there. Ashley tries to send that one cross ice. Get a little tap on it. And now it's back behind the net. Broken stick, unfortunately, there as Boyd tried to take that shot. And the Mavs will try to turn it back in. Here comes Valentine. He puts a one move on. He tries to get it back to Eggleston. Puts a backhander on, and he eggs it up. Scramble that one. So all of a sudden, just like that, we're back tied up. Set it up. Sometimes you got to set it up.
But you got to do it right.
So they'll try to move this one around. Goes far side to near side. Comes out to the point, and they can't keep it in. Mavs will get this one back into the zone. That's the thing early in the season. 53 is not a number on the sheet here because you got major penalty. So the goal was scored on the power play, but still some time left. 19 seconds left. We're going to get a penalty the other way, so that's going to be
team running it. It's different systems then, huh?
yeah.
Option service.
The yes, the USPHL Plus is part of the Black Bear TV subscription service.
Okay.
And the so you have a basic and premier subscription. As the Mavs come in now, shot had, and Balow makes this save.
Did I mention anything about the forehand backhand? Yeah.
It's there as I think I found it, but the viewing on the phone here, we'll try to figure out. We'll skip that right now, and we'll stick it in a tie score 2-2. With the Mavs scoring 2 in this period. T.J. Boyd and Eggleston both scoring for the Mavs. Lehman getting the second goal for Cincinnati in this one as he put his team up 2-0 before the Mavs powered back to tie thing. Gamblers previously we mentioned. He's wearing number 9 for the Mavs this season. As the Mavs get a change here quickly. Got the puck down in the Cincinnati. And the power play has expired, so we'll make sure that gets off there, and we'll keep moving forward.
It's like the Mavs have a couple pretty good puck handling.
Looking at Asheville there, it looks pretty good on step there as he comes up with this puck again right now. He's right here in front of us. He's listed on the defensive side of the puck. Buswell taps that one forward. A nice little play. Shot had. Where is it? Balow makes the save. Mavs try to come up with it. As this one comes back, the other. Get it back on his stick. Number 16 for the Mavs. Puts this one right in front. Brown takes a shot. And where is it? It's in the back of the net. Downtown Alexander Brown from Erie. 9 in the box. I saw the 6. 67, not 61. So on Sportsman for both players.
Nice pass by 92. Oh, way to get to the front of the net. That's a good shift.
Almost tipped in front. As they'll battle for it on the low boards. Cincinnati will come up with this one. Bradley back and tries to get it out of his zone, but he can't. Now the Ocean now.
Great play, better save.
Now Cincinnati just dumps it up into what looked to be the Mavs. Will turn it back the other direction. Trying to put it forward in on goal. Rivella takes a long shot. This comes out as the penalties expire. Valentine takes a shot right into the chest. As Balow will cover this one up.
You're seeing a little bit of separation and speed right now. They're all young men. Some are just more experienced.
Yes.
So they walk around like they're the big guys on campus because they are. You know, you got to respect Valentine and Brown out there. You know, I mean, and the guys that are out there, they'll learn. You know, you play them just as hard as you play anybody else, and you angle them through the neutral zone to take them into the boards, and you can hit a guy going. You know,
but you see a lot of them grow as players.
Oh, absolutely. Right? But as much of it is just the unknowing of it all. You know, you're going into this first big junior game. You don't. You know, it's just the lack of knowing. You know, and you're a little bit of tentativeness with that. But once you get used to it and play with your guys, you know, you open up and.
As this one gets picked up, McConaughey carries it through. He gets back in front, shot, and a goal! That's another one in the back of the net. Ethan Zuvela out of San Jose, sunny California. Ryan McConaughey was brought in here.
That's a big goal going into
71 from the blue line.
Okay.
Well, another one right in front. Where's the puck? Comes out on the near side now. It's a great trip.
Yeah.
As we got 20 minutes remaining in this one now.
We were there, Traverse City.
We went 1 year, we went there. Usually we go in the fall for the fall color. It's beautiful and amazing up there, and it's after the tourist season. All right, we'll get back to the hockey here now as Alexander Brown tries to bring it into the zone. He bounces that one off his backside and still keeps the puck forward. At a Rock Spring Miners round 10, pick 20. So he's one that's on the radar.
Okay.
Miss that, right? Sometimes we talked about that last year. And hitting isn't about taking the guy out always, right? It's about presence. It's about making people think the next time. There's Alexander Brown throwing the body in the corner. Off the boards all the way back, and Balow will play it.
Now you said it, okay.
And yeah, like I mentioned, he had some success this last year in at the high school level.
Okay.
Played for the Cathedral Prep High School.
Plenty of space for the shot. The D backed right in, and the trailer could have walked in. He had option to shoot or try and make a move. He made a move, and our goalie made a good save.
Away, and it's a 2-on-1 the other direction. Long shot goes off a defender. Nice defensive play there.
And that wasn't particularly sharp.
Galloway's another one of those 17-year-olds. As this one's picked up going the other way. Here's Rendell. He can't keep a hold of it. It comes back now. All the way back to Barlow with 23 seconds remaining on the man advantage. 4-2 is your score here out of Columbus right now with the Mavs on top of the Cincinnati line. Get back onside. They'll dump it back in. We're back at 5 aside here. 15:43 remaining.
There's a
Zavello, the nice kick it back into the zone, but he can't keep it in this second time. It looks like the linesman and player bumped into each other in front of the Mavs bench.
Linesman took the worst of it. 61 tried to make that a backhand. So nice puck movement all around, and then we kind of, try and do something a little too crafty, where you're playing a little overconfident, but they're owning the puck right now. The Mavs are, in terms of puck possession time.
Mark Powers, number 7 for Cincinnati, made a nice little play to get that out of the zone, but the Mavs sent it right back in, and now takes a chip to the gloves, keeps going, tries to drop it to the point. Nobody's there.
So the play I'm talking about, Valentine needs to drive wide around that defenseman, keep skating, just take it to the net, forehand back. All day, all season, 4 or 5 times a game, and he scores 3 goals a game.
As McConaughey leaves a drop pass for right there in the slot, but the shot goes wide.
If anybody's listening.
Head tries to chip it through. Puck stays behind him though, and the Mavs come the other direction. Here we go. Put it right in front, chip it up over the goaltender and over top of the goal.
Oh, another
comes
shot.
Back out.
Oh!
As Zavella.
Ooh.
I keep wanting to say Zalka, that's 71, and I see the Z.
There you go. 15 was finishing a check over there, and he got a little bit of the business from 71. Yeah,
Zavella takes another shot, rebound, comes out in front. Hands aren't quite quick enough to pop that one in.
And that's why you see a lot of guys don't finish checks, because guys will give you the business right back. You know what I mean? But you still got to do it. Right?
That's right. Give and take, give and take. As this comes back to Zavella again. He'll carry it across. Puts a nice little move on backhand pass. Shot goes off the defender, and he drops to the ice. Play continues. Another shot. Now Cincinnati comes up with it.
I can diagnose it from here. They call that a contusion.
Mavs are up 4-2 here on USBHL Plus, powered by Black Bear TV. They look to add to that total.
Good traffic in front by 88.
They're pouring it on here now. 11:18 left. And we mentioned these two teams go right back at it tomorrow night down in Cincinnati for their home opener, 7:10 p.m. start from the Queen City Sportsplex. Long shot goes in, and Balow grabs that one out of the air.
I mean, I can only listen to so much Jerry Lee Lewis.
Oh, yeah, no, but mixed in with all the rest. Yeah. This one comes back behind the net again. Mavs try to put it from the side wall. Got Tad Siglo out there right now, number 9, first-year Mav. Try to move it forward. A little bit too far as Balow comes out of his goal to play it.
A little bit to get that shot off. If he could have just gotten that and one-time that, it would have been golden, but it took too long to materialize.
Cyclone, he tries to start that play up, but now Zach play. And the Mavs score on the 4-on-4. So just 9 seconds in.
That's a tough one. You know, a lot of times it gets blamed on the coach. It's not. The coach is giving his guys his assignments, and you expect that you're going to, you know, get off for the right guy and, you know, whatnot. And they just got caught where they were leaving a little early, and their player sent a pass across, and it just so happened that it was right in front of the bench, and they had to call it. Had the puck stayed over here, they may not.
Play time here. There are now 57 seconds remaining on that, as they try to drive it in on goal. To figure out how to have visibility to that for the next broadcast, but it's I think it's a lot to a little. Shoulder to shoulder into the boards. Valentine now leaves us to Eggleston. Comes out to the center of the ice. Chips this one up.
Oh, nice
try.
try.
To get him to McConaughey, but
that was crafty.
This one back through. There's McConaughey again. A little late on the goal call. It must have taken. So now the Mavs have the too many men. Remaining. It's a quick tick down for this penalty. We're already 50 seconds remaining.
Time's moving faster.
4:44 remaining in regulation with the Mavs now up 5-2. And here's a giveaway at the line. Oh, the Mavs, nice play, tick-tack. Can they tow it? No, they can't. A nice save by Balow. He stays strong on his net there and stays up.
Somebody's going to have to teach these guys how to deke a goalie.
That's one of those patience, though.
They've got some really – they got some players, and, you know, they got a lot of kids that are involved in agriculture and work on farms and stuff, and they are – you know, I think their knock is that people don't necessarily like to play against. So
and really,
it's not all bad when you get criticism. Sometimes
oh, yeah.
I would kind of take it as an honor.
And I think that goes back to when Coach Don Jennings was there and back in the box for the Mavs. As we try to get our focus back onto the game at hand here now, as they end up shorthanded again after that too many men. Cincinnati trying to make an effort. Oh, nice play to steal that puck.
Nice hit by Astley there.
Brian Savage, who we haven't seen a whole lot of tonight. But he is in there battling here, shorthanded, putting the pressure on, number 22 for the Mavs. He was here. A nice possession to get it. And I think about that's one thing 2 years ago that drove me crazy when they used to have that line pass coming out of there. Coach GM Reckenwald is done. Balow gets another grab on this one with 41 seconds remaining.
These guys move up. I wouldn't be surprised if Brown or Valentine get moved up. If they play well, you know. I mean, you got a few guys out there. They're looking pretty good. 26 is looking pretty good.
On defense, he played on the point tonight on the power plays. He scored the first goal for the Mavs on the season.
Yeah,
and that's why
he had that twisted wrister.
Yeah,
I'll go with you on that one.